I woke up like this. I woke up like this. I ain't sorry. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm looking like a real African goddess right about now, and I'm feeling it. This is my little head scarf for me and my big hair. But I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to share some holistic information with you guys. I'm always trying to do some homework on different cases and situations. So this time I wanted to share some tips on how you can deal with the COVID, excuse me, and also prevention. So if you ever happen to run across it or run across somebody that has COVID, these are some things that you can do to help yourself heal better, and is natural stuff, all natural supplements. If you don't have it in your cabinet already, I highly suggest that you stock up on it, because these are the very things that our body must have. Then I'm going to talk about some of the benefits that it has to offer when it comes to situations like this, and why you need to keep it in your medicine cabinet for any situation or just on a regular basis. So one of the first things that I highly encourage a lot of people to stock up in their cabinet is vitamin E. How does vitamin E work? Is very good for promoting elasticity. And elasticity in the case of COVID has a lot to do with the elasticity of the capillaries, the arteries, the blood flow. And COVID has a tendency of causing people to have blood clots. And the blood clot cannot go through because of it being a blood clot, and the capillaries are not strong or not wide enough. They're not big enough. So what the vitamin E does is give it that elasticity. So the elasticity is going to help the blood flow through. So if you're not incorporating vitamin E in your daily lifestyle every single day, then this is a good time to start doing it for preventative measures, because you never know how this weird COVID stuff happens. From what I'm understanding, there's people that's just walking out the door and just catching COVID, which is weird, but that's some of the things that it does. And I'm going to read a few notes, because I like taking notes, because I like to stay accurate on top of what I'm talking about. So vitamin E is also, it helps fight bad bacteria infections. So if you're not taking vitamin E, this is a good time to start taking vitamin E right now, because if you don't have an infection, it's good to just boost that. It makes the arteries more flexible, which helps with prevent. We already talked about that. Another one, and also what I did not know was vitamin E thins out the mucus. I didn't know that. So you learn something new every single day. So that's another thing. That's some profound reasons to go ahead and snatch up some vitamin E. They only cost like $3. You can't go wrong. Another thing that we should always incorporate into our system is vitamin B complexes. There's like a series of vitamin Bs, and when I tell you, these vitamin Bs are like extremely imperative, and we don't even realize it. And the sad part about it, the difference between a basic vitamin packet versus having the one capsule that has everything that you need. When you go to the stores and you go to like a gas station and you see like a ton, like this little packet with multiple packs in it, or let's just say one vitamin that has everything in it, and they call it a multivitamin. When you look at that multivitamin and look at the back side, you'll realize that it is not even giving you the amount that you're supposed to have on a daily value. So for instance, if you're supposed to have a certain amount of vitamin D3 in your system every single day, they're not even giving you a fraction of what you need in that multivitamin. So be careful when it comes to selecting. It's always better to just take exactly that one capsule that has that amount that you really need, and be sufficient versus insufficient. Spending money on expensive vitamins that does not give you what you need. Okay, it gives you what you need, but it doesn't give you what your body, the total value of it. So be careful with that. So the vitamin B capsules, they dilate capillaries. I didn't know that. All right. And vitamin, I'm going to be talking about vitamin B a lot lately because I did not know how serious our body need vitamin B, all the vitamins, but vitamin B is something else. But in regards to COVID, it dilates the capillaries and improves blood flow, and which is very important because you don't want to get blood clots while you're having a hard time trying to get oxygen to your organs. So piggybacking that, you want to have garlic. You can take the garlic capsule, or you can just go ham and just bite the garlic and just eat it, okay? Which I do it that way. I'm a G, so, and my babies are G's too, so they go hard. So we just bite the garlic. So what? I'd rather smell like garlic versus COVID. But it goes away, it dissipates. But at the same time, the garlic cleans the blood and is a natural assailant. So naturally, it will kill and fight any infection that your body is dealing with. Another thing, red onion. If you don't have red onion in your house, red onion is very imperative. What it will do in the case of COVID, it will clean the blood. You want your blood to get cleaned up from this virus and this bacteria infection. So garlic and COVID, they all work together when it comes to like food instances. Chlorophyll is another one that cleans the blood too. We should be having chlorophyll because it also brings a lot of oxygen to the red blood cells. So you want to try to purify your body as much as you can. And all this stuff that I'm talking about so far, I don't think I went past $15 when it comes to the things that you need. And I've already said about maybe 5 things already. So don't be afraid to invest into your health and look deep into your health, especially during times like this when a person can look at you and you get COVID. So another thing, what I really don't like to advocate is vinegar, apple cider vinegar. A lot of people talk about apple cider vinegar like it's like the thing to ingest, and it's not the thing to ingest. One of the caveats, now apple cider vinegar is like one of the top dog not nutritional, but holistic values you can have in your household. It serves many justices, okay? But I'm very sparingly when I use it internally. I use it a lot of time for like stings, bites, all kind of stuff, and I will only take it. I used to take it because they say it's good for cutting fat and stuff like that, but after doing further research, I realized that apple cider vinegar or any vinegar, it does some very serious things to you on a spiritual level and also on a physical level internally. And what the apple cider vinegar do to the pineal gland is calcify the pineal gland. And not only that it calcifies the pineal gland, it also it hardens the liver. So if you're taking apple cider vinegar every single day trying to shape up, that's not the way to go. Okay, water will help you shape up. So do not ingest apple cider vinegar like it is a vitamin or a supplement. It is not to be taken inward. And a lot of times they put a lot of stuff out there that tells us it's good for us and it's really not good for us. Especially when it comes to people that are very enlightened, people that are very connected to the spirituality. You don't want to tamper with apple cider vinegar and ingest it because it will close out that little pineal gland. But what it is good for when it comes to COVID, it's a great expectorant. Okay, it helps bring up the phlegm that you're challenged with in your throat. Okay, so if you feel like you have something slipping down your throat, it is a great time to go ahead and grab the apple cider vinegar, because what goes in begins to infect that area. And that's how the invader, one of the ways the invader get in, by that nasal drip. So if you can feel that nasal drip, this is when it's very important for you to be sensitive to your body and pay attention to your body. I can feel when I'm ovulating. I can feel when I had a baby right after having a baby, but that's just the sensitivity that I have on my body. I know what's going on. So if you can feel some nasal drip going on, the first thing you want to run to, if you have it, is garlic or apple cider vinegar. It will most definitely cause whatever it is that's going downward to come right back up, and you can challenge it and defeat it right at hand. So those are the only times I would recommend somebody taking an apple cider vinegar, organic that is. Make sure everything that you do is organic because you want the benefits of it. Commercially grown foods does not give you the nutrients that you need. So grapeseed oil destroys impurities. So if you have grapeseed oil in your house, you can take it. I guess they have capsules, or you can just take a cap full. In regards to the apple cider vinegar, the most you need is a capful, okay? And if you need to go again, remember it thins blood as well. It's considered a blood thinner. Also, garlic is considered a blood thinner. So if you're already on blood thinners, be very careful when it comes to doing those things that thins out the blood already. That's why holistic medicine is very serious, because it works and is very powerful, but we don't give it a benefit of a doubt, and we just go over to the other stuff, the over the counters, and we don't trust in God. So grapeseed oil is it destroys the impurities. Potassium has been one of the biggest things that has been bothering me for a very long time, and I didn't understand how serious potassium was if we didn't have it. According to what they claim we need about 2,400 mgs, and we don't get enough of potassium in our body. And potassium, I'm going to do, if you guys sign up to 333 Healing, go onto my sign up page and read some of those blogs and stand by for some of those blogs. Potassium is going to be one of the things that I talk about a lot, because potassium and vitamin B are the things that can cripple us if we don't get it, especially potassium. People die because of low potassium. So I wanted to talk about how it helps, what it does, and why we need it, period. So in the case of COVID, when it comes to potassium, it is meant to aid it connects the mind and the body together, and it does way more. But in regards to COVID, it basically takes the mind and connect it to the body. It brings everything together so you can have a clear mind, and you can send the right messages to the body on how you're supposed to deal with the body, because the mind is in control. And if your mind is weak, then it cannot do what it's supposed to do with the body during a COVID situation, so you want to make sure the connections are always there, everything is working in harmony so you can heal. But if you have kidney issues, when it comes to potassium, you don't want to take no more than 200 milligrams, that's for sure, because kidney failures, people that have kidney failures are very sensitive to potassium. Last but not least, methylsulfane methane germanium, which is also considered MSM, and this is good for antioxidant, and it's also good for pain relief. So if you're fighting any kind of muscle pain relief, if you're dealing with COVID, and from what I understand, COVID has you in a lot of aches and pains and stuff like that. So so if you're dealing with aches and pains, it's never too late to go ahead and put that MSM into your cabinet and have it on standby, or just take it daily, because you want to be as flexible as possible. You want your muscles to be, as flexible as possible, especially during the times of being sick during COVID season. So that's my message to you guys. I hope this was helpful. I think I've said less than 10 things, and it will cost you probably less than $25 to get it all in your cabinet. So be grateful every day for all that we have, and thank God and the goodness of the universe to offer us whatever we have that's on this planet for us to be able to take, so we can heal from anything. The minute we start putting fake stuff into our body responds in a fake way, and then we get defeated. So if you want to heal quickly or either fight the fight before the fight happens, this is a good way to go. Fight hard, and also take in a lot of water, and prepare yourself for any weird issue that may come around. All right, you guys, y'all stay blessed, and don't forget to follow me on my YouTube channel. All right.